Alright, so we have our general connectivity algorithm. Now let's look at one specific implementation of how you can find everything that's findable from a specific vertex. So what we're trying to do is give a specific implementation detail for how do we pick this next edge. Or if you prefer the graphical version here, if I have a bunch of found vertices and vertices that I've not yet found, how do I pick this one? Why would I choose this one out of every possibility? So we'll eventually look at two different ways to do this, the first being BFS and the second being depth first search. So this is our goal for this lecture. So let's start by looking at our implementation for breadth first search. And it'll be worthwhile to compare this to the general version that we have over here on the right. So we'll start out the same way. We're going to mark every vertex as unfound. And that's the same in both places. And we're going to mark the start vertex as having been found. And then as mentioned in the previous slide, we are going to use a queue as sort of our fair data structure here to store the vertices that have been found, and that's going to help us choose the next vertex. All right, well, we have vertices to visit, so while there are vertices in the queue, let's pop off the one that's not most recently added, so the one that was added first, and let's look at all of the edges connected to that vertex. So this is the really key part here, is we pop off the first vertex that was added to the queue, and then we loop over its edges. So this notation here just says to go over all of the edges that are connected to the vFound vertex, whatever that might be. If the vertex we're connected to has not been found, then we mark it as found and we add it to the queue. Otherwise, we just don't have to do anything because that other vertex has already been found and there's no reason to re-find it and then repeat that work. And now it occurs to me in the previous video, I forgot to mention that you were just supposed to go over question 1 of that exercise, and here it's now time to go over questions 2 and 3. So I'll end this video here, and in the next video, we'll start by answering those two exercise questions.